What's back, everybody? I'm DJ Sparker, aka Demo, and welcome back to the Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. We're back with our Zygarde team, which I am very happy I built. I'm very happy using, and yeah, my opponent has a Marowak. Huh? You don't see those too often these days. Well, can't be too much trouble, can it? I don't know. What do I know? I'm a Demo. Play the battle. So, Ferrothorn lead was obvious. It was completely obvious. So, Victini completely shuts down Ferrothorn. Well, not shuts down, but scares it out, at least. So I lit off with my Scarf Victini, and Ferrothorn was obvious. Yeah, he does leave with Ferrothorn to set up hazards and such. So, it was obvious that my opponent was going to switch out. It's completely obvious. So, I just went for the U-turn to catch on whichever wanted to come in. And the Marowak comes out, which, yeah, I don't really know what it can do to my team. I don't really know. I do have the Gyarados, which can, wall it. Well, not wall it, but tank anything it wants to throw out. Because I do have the Intimidate with Gyarados, and, yeah, I'm bulky. Very bulky. Very, very bulky with the Intimidate. So, he withdraws the Marowak, and it was obviously going to go into the Ferrothorn, so I just predicted that and went for the Roar, because, yeah, I couldn't do much of that thing anyway, so better than no Iron Barbs damage than some Iron Barbs damage. My opponent goes out into the Umbreon, which is, well, forced out into the Umbreon, I'd say. And I don't really know what this thing wants to do. Magearna is just the perfect answer to this. And Umbreon goes for Taunt, which is weird. I don't know, maybe he just saw the, Roar and didn't want any more of it. So, I don't know, that makes sense. Then he goes for Mean Look, which, I don't know what it does on this set. I don't know. I've never seen an Umbreon like this. Normally Umbreon is like, Toxic, Wish Protect, Foul Play, Heal Bell, I don't know. So Fleur Cannon absolutely annihilates that thing. Sorry, Umbreon, you're bulky, but not that bulky. Not bulky enough to eat a Fleur Cannon. Soul Heart, so I'm at -1, technically. Yay! And Marowak. Oh boy. I can't go for the Volt Switch, so, because of Lightning Rod, so I switch right back out into Gyarados. I don't care if it, Will-O-Wisp me or anything, so, I don't know. This Gyarados isn't really meant to do damage, it's just meant to, soak up hits and pass off statuses. And I don't know what I was thinking here, so, it was pretty obvious that Ferrothorn was gonna come back in, but for some reason I didn't. Maybe my opponent was just, maybe I thought my opponent would stay in just to, try to get the Ferrothorn on the Roar, but he does go right back into the Ferrothorn, which, yeah, it sucks for me. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just went for a Roar to force this thing out. No damage at all. There's some damage. Damage, damn it. One thing I really don't want on my defensive Pokemon in this battle is just, on this team is residual damage, because I don't really have any ways of getting it back aside from leftovers, so yeah, not very good for me. I switch out into my Venusaur because I am immune to the Leech Seed and can't really do much to me aside from like Gyro Ball, and I do have the HP Fire, which can do massive damage to this thing if not OHKO. And my opponent here goes out into the Thundurus, which is not a counter. Not a counter. It normally runs stuff like Nasty Plot, Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, and HP Ice. And HP Ice does nothing to Venusaur because it does have the thick fat ability, and as you can see, he's very fat and thick. That wasn't really a joke. It's just me being stupid. So HP Fire doesn't do as much as I wanted it to, but so HP Ice does absolutely nothing. Thank you, thick fat. Thank you, Mega Venusaur. Thank you, Mega Evolution. Thank you for being superior to Zemus in every way. Yeah. I got that thick fat to eat up any HP Ices I want. Hey. Thick fat doesn't really stop Stab Fire from doing massive damage to me, so I go right back out into Gyarados because, yeah, it's my #1 switch in for this thing. Come to think of it, I don't really have much to switch in on Marowak. Huh, now that I think about it. Huh. You know what? Oh, Flame Charge. Oh. So it's a boosting Marowak. What did I say about at the beginning of this video, battle? That it wasn't gonna be much of a problem? Yeah, I lied. This thing is actually a pretty big problem. Oh, it has Stone Edge, so bye-bye Gyarados. Bye, Gyarados. Yeah, this thing has just become a huge problem for me. Welp, that sucks. I do go into my Zygarde to force it out in fear of 1,000 arrows, and it does get forced out. Thankfully it didn't go for Shadow Bomb right there. And I just went for 1,000 arrows just to do any damage on anything that wanted to come out. If you went for the Ferrothorn, then I could have just set up a sub and just set up coils on him. But he goes on into Gyarados, which tells me that he has not HP ice, just freaking normal ice beam. Jeez, how did I forget the word of that? Jeez. So I go into Magearna because I can eat up an ice beam. I can eat up an ice beam however I want to, whenever I want to, and it does turn out to be a Mega Blastoise. Oh boy, not so good for me. Well, good for me because when I'm out in front of Magearna, but I don't know. I guess this is decent for me, but I can't really go for Volt Switch because he does still have the Marowak, which can have Lightning Rod. But I was expecting him to go on into Marowak, but he does go on into Ferrothorn, which yeah, I just went for a Fleur Cannon because I just wanted to do as much damage as I could to the Marowak because it doesn't have any way of regaining that HP back. So yeah. So I do have the Orbital Spear, but it's not going to do as much damage as it would in -2. So I go into Kartana, who does have the Sacred Sword and can defog any hazards it wants to set up. Gyro Ball, it's going to do decent damage to me. It does decent damage to me because I am fast, but I do resist. So Ferrothorn, I just want for a defog to get rid of any hazards I want to. Oh my goodness. Now, here, it was pretty obvious that I just had no switches for this thing and just wanted to go out into the Zygarde. So my opponent predicted that, and he just went for the Shadow Ball to do massive damage to me. Oh my god, why is this thing such a problem for this team? Yeah, it's a good thing this thing isn't normally common anymore, jeez. Yeah, Shadow Bone does over half, but thankfully I do take, because Zygarde is pretty bulky, and thankfully he didn't set up any speed, so I do still outspeed him. He does withdraw back into the Blastoise, and I'm fine with that. Any damage is good any damage is good on the Blastoise for me. And I can just switch out again into the Magearna. So, yeah. With no coils, that's not going to do anything at all, because yeah, Zygarde needs coils and Dragon Dances. Yeah. So I'm obviously not going to stand and go for take an Ice Beam. I mean, I can't. I can be as bulky as I want to, and I can still not take an Ice Beam. But yeah, my opponent does a brilliant double right there, and right back out into Marowak. That was a good play for him. That was really good for him. I went for a Sludge Bomb because thanks to Thick Fat, I do take any fire type move I want at this HP. I just wanted to get as much damage as I wanted to on this Marowak because holy shit, it has actually proving to be a really big problem. So Flame Charge doesn't OHKO me, thankfully. So I just went for into Kartana because I just wanted the Flare Blitz recoil to do it in. And thankfully he does go for the Flare Blitz and not another Flame Charge, which was great. Oh man. So he's in the right HP finally. If I had Stealth-Rocks, this would be so much better. Damn it. So Victini comes in, and thankfully I am Choice Scarf, which does outspeed a +1, and it's finished the thing off with a Zen Headbutt. Oh, finally this thing's out of the way. Finally. Oh man. The Venusaur is looking so thick right now. Hey, don't take that out of context. Don't do it. Damn it. Why did I say it like that? So, Blastoise. Yeah, I just go right back into Magearna because I don't really care about Hydro Pumps. I am Assault Vested. So, yeah, that's a decent amount. But, yeah, Volt Switch is the best play I can make right here. Even if he wants to go into Ferrothorn, I do just have the Volt Switch to get out. And I could have gone for an Aura Sphere, predicting that because it was pretty obvious, but Volt Switch. Ugh. No, now's not the time to get Hiccups, Damo. No. I go into Ferrothorn because, yeah, Gyro Ball doesn't do a lot of damage to me to the point where it would threaten me, but I just went for a Synthesis in case I wanted to switch out. It is something that would have done damage to it. So he goes for the Gyro Ball, and it does a decent amount, but not enough to really threaten me, like I said before. So I just finish this thing off with the HP Fire, and thankfully it OHKOs. Thankfully. Now, my opponent does have another problem. Another pretty threatening Pokemon. The Mimikyu. Yeah, this is a little bit of a problem. Oh boy. I just go for the Sludge Bomb here, hoping I get a poison and break this thing's sub, disguise, however you want to say it. And thankfully I do get the poison, which will cause residual damage. Oh my goodness. This thing is really threatening. So, yeah. I might be able to live a Shadow Claw from this range, but I won't be able to live this. All the thick fat in the world can't save me from this. Yeah. Never-ending Nightmare +2. That is a thing that Mimikyu likes to run. Oh boy. This is, yeah, I could be as bulky as I wanted to, and I don't think it would matter because it is a pretty powerful move at +2. So, yeah, bye Venusaur. I didn't really need it for Blastoise anyway because I do have the Magearna, and well, I do have Bolt Strike on my Victini, which can take care of it. And speaking of Magearna, thankfully because he's not Life Orb, Shadow Claw +2 can't knock me out. Thankfully. Jeez. Thank goodness for Magearna. This is why I keep using it, because it's good. I'm sorry if you guys are disappointed that I keep using Magearna. I'm sorry I'm using good Pokemon. I don't know. So, I just went for a Flash Cannon on that Mimikyu, and it's pretty much game at this point. His last Pokemon is Blastoise, which could deal with my last Pokemon if my Victini didn't have Bolt Strike, which does take care of it. So, yeah, it can finish me off with the Hydro Pump if it wants to, but that is GG at this point. So, thankfully I was able to get past that Marowak. Victini's gonna go for Bolt Strike here, which is actually a pretty cool animation. Hold on, let's see this. Damn. Unfortunately, it doesn't KO from that range, which is pretty surprising. I don't know, it does go for the Hydro Pump, but I do still have Zygarde, which can take care of it with knee speed, so that's pretty much game. I am glad I got past that Marowak. The main why people haven't been using Marowak anymore is because it's just whittled down too much a lot if you don't have any leftovers, which it can't run because it needs the Thick Glove to do damage. That's pretty much why it's fallen down of usage. It does still take care of things like Tapu Koko and Magnezone, but people have just been finding better ways to take care of those, so yeah, Marowak isn't really that much of a big problem anymore. Well, if I can't really say that because it was a pretty big problem for me, but anyway, that's game. GG Devi, I don't know. But as always, if you like my team and want to try it out for yourself, it is in the description below. And if you want to see more battles of mine or the content in general, be sure to click like, comment, or even subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!